A very warm welcome to IDFC First Bank presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 11. I'm Ritvika Gupta and you're tuning into our exclusive Diwali programming the whole of this week. Today the focus is on the gifting sector and the decor industry. In the first segment, I speak to Varun Mulchandani, Executive Director Archies, and in the second segment, an interesting conversation with Sanjana Sanjay Arora, Business Head D-Decor. Now, Archies, as we all know, has been in the business of gifting since 1979. But how is the brand reinventing itself? And especially when it comes to the festive season, what is the retailer doing to align with e-commerce trends and more? Joining me live to answer these questions is none other than Varun Mulchandani, Executive Director Archies.
Diwali, the festival of lights, is just around the corner. And what better way to celebrate than with gifts for your loved ones? Archies, one of India's all-time favorite gifting destinations, is all geared up to make your loved ones feel extra special with personalized gifts. From greeting cards, flowers to cakes and plants. It is almost everything for everyone this festive season. But how does Archies fare in the competitive gifting space against e-commerce giants like Amazon and Flipkart? And what's the scope of opportunities for MSMEs in the gifting space? Let's explore.
Thank you, Varun, for joining us today.
My pleasure.
So, Varun, tell us, how is Archies preparing for the upcoming festivities? Gifting is a central element of celebrations. Tell us what's in store and what can customers expect?
For Archies, it's all about festivals and occasions and gifting throughout the year. But especially it starts from Rakhi, actually, if you ask us. And then followed by Diwali, then Christmas, New Year, then obviously Valentine's.
Absolutely.
So coming back to your question, Diwali, we are very, very excited and supercharged about it. We have launched so many new things for our customers, especially catering to Diwali. And it comprises of all the segments, all the SKUs, what Archies is known for. So yeah, we are very geared up. We've got very good response from our B2B channel also. For example, from our franchisees, from our dealers, distributors, retailers, all India. So the pre-order booking happened last month, and now finally we are less than a month from Diwali. So hopefully things going to be great this year. And we've kind of developed new storyline, new range, in terms of packaging, in terms of look and feel. Focusly mainly on Diwali, but also having in mind that it should cater to an all-India clientele.
Now, Archies has been an iconic brand known for its cards, gifts, posters for several decades. With the increasing dominance of e-commerce giants like Amazon and Flipkart, the way people shop has evolved. So, Varun, tell us, how have you adapted to this shift?
We're a 44-year-old legacy brand, actually, if you say. We are pioneers in gifting and social expression industry in the country. And we were earlier called a greeting card company, then we were called a gift company, then we were called a retail company, and now it's a mix of everything, So, but the whole idea here is, apart from our retail stores, company-owned stores, franchises, there is another segment which is called online. We already have our website called archiesonline.com, which we run actually organically in the way. The entire range of Archies is there on archiesonline.com, wherein the customers has now segregated in the digital vertical. Now, for all the occasions or for the birthdays or the festivals, the customer comes to archiesonline.com thinking that it's an official channel, official site, and they'll come to see entire range of our portfolio and all our products.
Great.
Whereas the everyday products for online are being shopped from Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, etc. For Archies range. So everyday buyer for Archies goes shopping in the marketplaces of Amazon, Myntra.
Okay.
The official gifting site comes to archiesonline.com, wherein they see all the entire range, for the birthdays, for Diwali, New Year, Christmas, anniversaries and all. Apart from that, as you rightly said, the things are changing. Now there is another commerce called quick commerce, So we have also tied up with Blinkit, and it's a 10 minutes, 15 minutes delivery. So even Blinkit is giving us amazing results.
That's interesting.
And we are quite positive to have such a response from Blinkit for the future as well. So now Archies is there in archiesonline.com, the marketplaces of Amazon, Myntra, Flipkarts, and then quick commerce called Blinkit. So I think we are covering the entire portfolio for the digital era also.
Fantastic. Well, Varun, our show is watched by a lot of MSMEs, young entrepreneurs. Tell me, what key factors do you believe were instrumental in transforming Archies, from a small company into a household name? And what advice would you offer to other small businesses aspiring to achieve similar recognition?
See, that's a very nice question. So, in these 44 years, we've learned a lot. We've seen ups, downs, lows, highs, all the challenges, as an entrepreneur or as a business leader sees.
Sure.
And we've also evolved. We've also evolved during those years, seeing the customer's pattern, the customer's behavior, how the customers want to engage to a certain product, to a certain brand. We always wanted to be high in terms of our quality, because quality will only get us the repeat customers. And once we get the repeat customers, the brand value of our company called Archies will obviously get higher.
All right.
So we had to evolve. So for example, for our product line, we do exclusive stuff. We don't do the existing stuff available in the market, that is there somewhere part of the fillers for our trade, but maximum products are designed, conceptualized, everything in our studios, and then given to the manufacturers all over the world to create it. So we are different from the market. What market sells and what Archie sells is quite different. Our look, feel, quality is quite different. And for not even for birthdays or anniversaries, every year, these are common occasions, but every year our team plans and dedicatedly decide new look and feel for a birthday, new look and feel for an anniversary, a new look and feel for a Valentine. So it is also added to the look and feel of the occasions throughout the year, all the Diwali, New Year, Christmas, Mother's Day, Teacher's Day, Daughter's Day.
Sure.
So every year we innovate ourselves with all the merchandise, all the categories which are different. So I think, coming back to your question, from where we are, when what we have started and what we have seen, we have to be innovators, and we have to do things differently if we want to be the continued leader.
On that note, what are some of the trends and popular gift choices you have seen for this year's festive season, Varun?
See, this year there is a lot of demand for the gift packs. The gift pack units are in huge demand, It's not a single SKU of a Ganpati or a Durga Ma or, a gift pack of Ganesh Ji. So it is all dual packs. It's all gifting this time. Even in terms of our greeting cards also, we have launched greeting cards and gift sets. So it's all about hardcore gifting this Diwali, apart from the single SKU is what we are seeing as the change in the pattern. Even for our chocolates, even for our pens, even for the perfumes, or even for the other categories of toys and all. It's all gifting this time. So we are also focusing on selling more gift sets than the rather single SKUs. So this is a new pattern for us this year.
Varun, can you share a memorable story, from the past that highlights how Archie's products have played a significant role in making the festive season more special for customers and their loved ones?
We've been a part of every household in India. The connect and bond of Archies is there with every Indian family. We've been a part of their joys, sorrows, love, emotions, marriage, life, And during this course of time, each and every generation has had a touch and feel of our brand in terms of our products, Greeting card is our main bread and butter. We started from there, and still we continue and thrive to sell greeting cards. Now as the generation is evolving, the generation is changing. Who was 12, 15 years old is now about 45, 50 years old, So we need to tap to the younger, what we call is Gen Z. For example, from 4 years to 11 years old. If they get attracted and are aware of our brand from this age, from 4 to 12, eventually once they're at 12, they're already an Archies customer. They're aware of our brand. It's not new to them.
Yes.
So for that also, we have launched our first time brand ambassador called Amma. So that's kind of a giraffe, and it's just targeting those Gen Z, because at the category of 4 years, 5 years, 6, 7 years, we need to have that kind of a character which excites them, which recaps our brand with them, which adds values to them. So we have launched a brand mascot called Amma. Our whole company is working towards that, so that the promotions offline, online, how we're going to take Amma's merchandise for those Gen Zs is all on the planogram. So by Christmas, we'll be launching our Amma merchandise catering to those millennials, and I think that's going to be the way forward for us.
Right.
Also, we're going to thrive more on the social media advertising this year and way forward. All the YouTubes, Instagrams, everything, we're going to have all Amma oriented themes, so that sooner the better, the awareness for Amma developing into a brand, to a character, then forwarding to a offline, online promotion, and ultimately its merchandise will take about a year and a half or two. So we're going to focus on that.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Varun, for joining us today. It was great chatting with you.
Thank you.
Now, before slipping into a short break, we are excited to announce the return of Leaders of Tomorrow Awards this year, and nominations are now open till 10th November 2023. The theme this year is Innovate to Elevate. So if you think you've been pushing boundaries and exploring new horizons, please do apply, nominate yourself or your organization on leadersoftomorrow.co.in. On that note, we'll take a quick break here. Back in just a moment. Stay tuned. Welcome back to IDFC First Bank Presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 11. You're watching our Diwali special programming all through this week. Now, decor is a significant part of Diwali because it adds to the festive atmosphere, and Diwali is also a popular time for home renovation. In this segment, I chat with Sanjana Sanjay Arora, Business Head D-Decor, to understand the opportunities in India's home decor market and how the brand is gearing up for festivities.
Diwali, the time of the year when you bring out beautiful decorations to add a touch of warmth and festivity to our homes. And D-Decor, the maker of soft furnishing fabrics, is working towards fulfilling the demand with their exclusively designed range of products. From embroidered beddings to curtains to upholstery to rugs, D-Decor has been at the forefront of the furnishings industry. The brand offers a wide range of home furnishings and fabrics and exports to over 65 countries. What's in store for the decor industry during festivities? And what are the new trends in demand? Let's find out today.
Sanjana, welcome to Leaders of Tomorrow. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Ritika.
So Sanjana, this is going to be part of our festive programming. But before we get to the festive-related questions, tell me, what's your overview of the home decor market in India today? What are some of the growth opportunities do you see in this space?
So the home decor market in India honestly comprises of two sectors. It's as organized as it's unorganized. We as market leaders have tried our best to organize as much of the market as we could. Last year, we saw about 4.1% growth in the entire home sector market, which is why we hope that this year goes better with Diwali season, and hence we have our expansion plans in place. As per the market overall, I think India in general, right, comprises of so many different cultures together, so many different tastes. We have different foods, if you see north, west, east and south. So as D-Decor and a part of the fashion industry, we try to cater to all these various sectors by having different categories. We have different SKUs, we have different, of course, designs to cater to the entire market. That's what we try to put our best foot forward every year, and hopefully works out.
Absolutely. Well, we are in the festive season right now. Tell me, what's the consumer sentiment like? What kind of demand are you expecting this season?
Currently, we're seeing a complete shift in terms of age segment that wants to buy, because we've realized that the younger audience has now become more aware of the home. Earlier, it was the younger audience just kind of relying on the elders in the house to do the decor of the home.
Yeah.
Now, in our store, we see a complete age group shift. Earlier, it used to be a category of about, say, I would say 35 years plus. Now we see 25-year plus people also wanting to buy, interested in buying. Another very interesting shift that's happened after COVID is we see a lot of more male audience in our store. Earlier, it was always the female only interested in the home. But I think, of course, by spending a lot of time at home, people have realized that they want to create their home into their own sanctuary. As it comes to the sentiment, Diwali season, of course, everybody wants to kind of get a new look to their home. Yeah. Most years, like this year, Diwali season is also combined with wedding season,
right?
Which is also another boom that we see. Generally, when I think a new daughter-in-law goes into the home in the Indian market, there's a new look that she wants, there's a new look that the family wants to kind of refurnish their home. So Diwali and wedding is, of course, one of our highest seasons. We hope that it continues and booms even this year.
Nice. So on that note, tell me, how are you preparing for the festivities? What can consumers expect from D Decor as a brand in terms of, the new categories you can talk about, or, the kind of products that you have in offering?
So I think years back, D Decor used to only do a lot of curtain and upholstery. We're still targeting the curtain section very, very, very strongly. We're going to introduce a lighter range of shears that complement our curtains and our blinds. That's going to, hopefully, the market is going to appreciate a lot. In terms of other categories, we have, I think every year overall, we have about 5,000 new SKUs that we launch twice a year. Our bigger launch is always in Diwali. This year, we've gotten an entire new range of about 1,000 SKUs of our new category of rugs coming in.
Nice.
Our rugs are product which are at an MRP of somewhere the highest would be around 15,000 rupees. So we see a lot of people changing rugs in their house more often to kind of give their entire house a new look.
Nice.
In terms of another new category that we're going to be launching, we're focusing a lot on embroidered bedding. Festive season always requires, everyone wants to change their plain bed sheets out and also have a lot of more designs and embroideries out there. So you'll see a beautiful range of that coming up this year for us. We're also focusing very hard on our blinds. Our blind section, as of now, we used to only target the residential, but we've seen even the commercial segment choosing to take our blinds a lot in terms of office spaces. People like to change that also around. Diwali in India is all new, right? Yeah. So I think homes, offices, everything kind of gets a new look. We're trying not to leave any sector. In the home decor market, so now overall our product categories consist of curtains, bedding, upholstery, rugs, blinds, wallpapers, cushions, and hopefully next year you'll see something new as well.
Nice. Are there plans to also expand perhaps globally?
We are actually already present in the global market.
In Dubai, right?
No, we actually export to 65 countries. If you must know, D Decor's higher market, most of the time we do a 50-50 range. Sometimes exports tries to kind of go higher. We're selling in all the big large chains that we already do. There we sell B2B. We have our own brand here. So we already currently distribute to about 65 different countries abroad. Distribution wise, yes, we focus on Europe and Dubai a lot, UAE a lot more.
Right. So, Sanjana, talk to us a little bit about the trends, that are taking shape in the home decor industry.
Trends we're seeing, people now want a lot of more minimalistic designs. They want something that they can kind of their home gives. They're choosing all lighter shades in general with a kind of dash of color always required. So our neutrals, in terms of, even if you see behind you, in terms of greys, in terms of beiges, whites, they take a lot of more precedent in the market. But overall, we see the market changing completely towards to lighter tones and lighter textures. People are also becoming so much more conscious in terms of they like to do their home now once and kind of have that look for at least a year. They don't change it as much more. But overall, design-wise, I still see Tier 1 city is choosing a lot of more minimalistic designs.
So I also want to touch a little bit about the new campaign which you guys did with Shah Rukh and Gauri. Tell us the idea behind it, and what was the initial thought process behind the campaign?
So, I mean, you've seen a lot of Dedecor's ads. Of course, Shah Rukh and Gauri have been with us for a decade or longer. This year, we did our campaign a year and a half after COVID. So, we kind of tried to reflect the whole idea that people now want their space to be a very serene look, serene feel, a very calm feel. So, when they come back, it needs to kind of be their fun spot in whichever way. Our campaign exactly depicts that. When you say curtains you love to draw, you see Shah Rukh completely playing around with Gauri, not concentrating on actually what she wants her to do, but giving the home his look. And that is exactly what Decor aspires to do. We're an aspirational luxury brand. We want people to kind of fit in our product the way they want in their home and draw their curtains in whichever way they want, on whichever canvas they want.
Nice. Sanjana, our show is also watched by a lot of MSMEs, small business owners. Tell me, what advice would you have to like smaller business owners, who are in this industry, or probably people who are maybe looking to make a mark in the decor industry? What are the 2-3 things you'd like to tell them?
The growing youth is very aware of what's happening. So the organized sector is the best way to continue in terms of business. I think understanding the pulse of the Indian audience is key for small businesses specifically. Stock is always a problem in terms of this industry. So maintaining and getting the actual algorithms right for stock calculation is something I would definitely advise to a lot of entrepreneurs.
Great. Finally, as we wrap up this interview, tell me, what is your vision for the company in the years to come?
Like I told you, currently we're at a 50-50% export and domestic market. As a company, as a family, as people, we really believe in India's growth story. So we are actually, for the next year, you'll be seeing our expansion plans and our vision concentrating a lot more on the domestic market. We're increasing our manufacturing capacity and our robotic warehouses by almost 50%. We're expanding about 6.5 lakh meters of plant space to hope that India grows as strongly.
Well, all the very best. Looking forward. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
With that, it's a wrap on this edition of IDFC First Bank Presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 11. We hope you enjoyed the conversations. Wishing you a very happy Diwali. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.